Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fade. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything is gotta be.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this to the 32. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Ryan. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. Well, now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Tuesday. Hey, Sam. Check right, 27. Watch his flat.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
21. Check right, 27. Well,
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. First and 10, Taylor now.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 2nd down at 6.
Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Phillip Lindsay.
14 yards.
And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant. Kill. Where they do? Six man. Check curls. Rush in.
A complete to Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 40 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Taylor on first down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now Ryan. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. they're down only one score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, going back to Patterson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give to Patterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 64 yards. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Patterson on the draw. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll go. It's Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. the offense at the line and set to go.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. To throw for it is Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
157 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run, as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
36, 36. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third down, here's Patterson.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Again, Patterson.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a two-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Here's Patterson again.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
What a performance.
Get some money.
now. Can't I remember when you lame players.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. That would complete to Prochet. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And in for the Ravens' touchdown. James Prochet, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 23. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing. Mariota. He finds his man. Complete. That's Patterson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On play action, Mariota.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Here's Jackson to throw, rolling to his left.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check Mike 27. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Got his man. It's London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check 52. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 6.
Mariota now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And some room to work. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing on second down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Patterson on the draw.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, Patterson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Short yardage. Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Odafe-Oweh. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of a cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Third down, here's Patterson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A first down throw for Mariota. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Mariota on first down. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw Mariota. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Arnold Ebiketie in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
Petty don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better